myself away. I give myself away so you can use me. I give myself away. I give myself away so you can. Come on, let him know. I give myself. I give myself away so you can use me. I give myself away. What would happen if a generation embraced this? Come on, tell them, here I am. Here I am. Here I stand. Lord, my life is in your hand. Lord,
what do you do? They ask you what you do or where do you work. Don't just tell them I'm a doctor, I'm a pastor, I'm a nurse. Tell them how you transform people's lives. Tell them the change you bring to people's lives. Tell them what's the benefit of even standing next to you for another 5 minutes, and they will listen. Why and how you help them is the final, it's like the spice in the sauce and gives it a little bit of the taste. Why you do it is where your soul comes in. Because that's where you find people who love their jobs and you find people who hate their jobs. Why you do what you do. And how you help them is when they'll decide whether you're the right person or you are not. Because that's where you paint the picture of how you solve that problem for them, just to see them. So check mine out. I'm Julie Sylvia Kalunji, that's my name. I rose by any other name, is still Julie. I'm a business transformational strategist and a coach. I help ambitious marketers and new business owners organize your offers, target the right people, leverage the digital space, and build the life you design. And build a life that loves and serves your lifestyle. That's what I do. And I do everything in the digital space. Every single one of my clients is from social media, nowhere else. Even local clients, we connected through social media. So if you are not leveraging social media, you are working hard and you want to work smart. So once you know what you do and you can tell somebody in less than 2 minutes flat, Paul, this clicker ain't working. Thank you, God. Digital equipment that helps you to do all these things. And the one that I recommend that actually can help you get started before you pull out your wallet is called MailerLite. It is intuitive, it is modern, it's contemporary, and it's free up to I think 1,000 subscribers. And by then, you either know how to connect to these people and get them to be served, or you have the wrong 1,000 people. One of my coaches said every single person is worth $1 to your business. If you have 1,000 people, you should potentially have $1,000. And each and every single one of these CRMs that I know, that I recommend to my clients, to my friends, is usually under £20 a month. So if you're receiving $1,000, you should be able to put £20 a month towards your secretary. This is your digital secretary. And your CRM helps you connect with people, send out broadcasts, send out newsletters, send out messages to segments of those people. You can send a message to your church leaders and nobody else receives that message apart from them. You can send a message to the whole community inside of your CRM. It's an amazing resource. You need landing pages, and these are where they will send you, they'll give you their name and their email, and you can communicate with them. And because we're in Europe, we have to obey what we call the GDPR rules, and every single one of those pages, because it's a web page, must be compliant with GDPR rules. So most of you, I'm sure, have websites that you use to showcase your brand. So I recommend link pages for simple landing pages. This one's not free. I've not found one that's free, because if I had, I would have shared it with you. And your mothership is your website. For every single one of you, in ministry, charity, enterprise, even savvy corporates have websites. Tell me one single successful athlete, person that you know, or brand that does not have a website. And I'll tell you that they're not successful in the digital world anyway. They are maybe locally successful, but they definitely have not expanded their reach to the global space. So a website expands your reach to the global world. And you can have a website built by your brother Joe down the road, or you can have it built by a professional. You choose. I'm sure there's several people that you can reach out to build a website for you for as low as £199. And you can find those that will tell you it's £10,000. You decide your budget. So domains, you can use Namecheap, SiteGround. I use GoDaddy. I think I get domains as cheap as 99 cents. And then after that, the price always goes up. So web hosting, there are so many, including GoDaddy. I would not buy hosting from GoDaddy. But then again, it's up to you. There's choice, there's HostGator, Bluehost, SiteGround, Namecheap. They all help you host your online real estate and online presence. You need a content management system. I always recommend WordPress. It is global. It's the easiest to manipulate, if I may use that word. Whether you know how to do stuff in the digital space or not, WordPress is very easy to use. Pastor Salpon will tell you, he uses WordPress. And he was like, Sister Sylvia, I don't know this thing you're trying to show me. And I said, you will learn, Pastor. You just click here and you click here and you click here and you're done. And now he's a dub hand at work. So there you go. And for website maintenance, you need your website to be up and running 24/7. Because sometimes people visit your website and they say, this site is not working. It's because you don't have somebody keeping watch on your site, or you don't keep watch on your site. And so that's where the maintenance comes in. Your car needs an annual check. If you don't get somebody to maintain it on a regular basis, make sure your website gets an MOT at least once a year. Get somebody who knows what they're doing to just go through it. Make sure it's still search engine optimized. Make sure it's still reaching the people it's meant to reach. Make sure it's actually active, because there are some websites, some web designers who tell you your website's up and running, but they're the only ones who can access it. Seriously. So be sure you work with somebody who is integral as well. And there are so many digital growth models that can help you build your ministry, can help you build your brand as a person. Because sometimes we make ministry our brand, but you are a unique brand in of yourself. So very quickly, those are some of the growth models you can use. Mine is a mix of several: coaching, consulting, franchising, branding. I don't do e-commerce. Many of you have church, charity and ministry, freelancing, membership, subscriptions. I do membership and subscriptions, and mostly coaching and consultation. And obviously we offer website design and maintenance. So those are different models that you don't have to let your ministry struggle. You can actually offer other things inside of your ministry, and you can serve people with integrity as a brand and as a minister. And so there's homework. You are going to dial in your core values. I'm sure you all know who you are, what you stand for. You want to do this. You want to dial this in. Choose 5 of the most important to you. Like I said, you will all receive these slides. They are available for you if you want them. And you don't have to stay on my list. You can unsubscribe as soon as you're done. It is all right. GDPR says you are supposed to say, I am happy to receive. So if you're not happy to receive anymore, it is well. You need to create your ideal customer in your mind. That person you want to serve every day with joy. Pastor Sapon will tell you he attracted his ideal wife by going through this exercise. Am I wrong, Pastor? Look at her going, you did what? Right. You need to decide which model best suits your ministry. Because if you don't run your ministry like a highly efficient machine, your ministry struggles. So you need to choose a model so that you can build your ministry and brand and be able to survive as a human. Because you are not spirit all the time. Your body needs feeding, and it lives in Liverpool, and you have to go to Tesco and buy food and drive your car and fuel it. So you need to create a success model that also serves your ministry. Market research, you know what to do. Schedule interviews, talk to people, start again. Today, use it as your opportunity to start again, to actually zone in and dial in who you're going to serve. And you will start to attract them like them that dreamt. You wake up and you have 10 people subscribed into your newsletter and 3 of them bought your course, your training, your mentorship. You did not speak to them, your message spoke to them in the digital space. Tune into your brand colors. Try to have them around you every day. Your spirit enjoys those colors. That's what fires the spirit up. Define your power message, whatever that is, in your career, in your enterprise, in your ministry. That's what attracts similar-minded individuals. Get some photos done by a professional. You want to show up as the powerhouse you are. And find royalty-free images. Do not get caught up with all these images you find on Google for free. They're not free. Someone owns them. There are various resources. I've given you a couple. I have 120 sources of free images. So if you're stuck, say, hi Julie, can I have an extra resource? The ones you sent us, I've gone through everything. Okay? Create your own brand online. If you don't know how to, connect with K-Web Design Solutions and we can help you bring your dream and your vision to life. Time to go build that ark, ladies and gentlemen. Your work, your career, your ministry, your charity, it's waiting for you to show up. Many of you have not yet shown up. Today, make a decision that you're showing up for you and for the people you're meant to serve as a brand. The digital world doesn't sleep. I go to bed, I wake up, and someone has bought my product, and I have no clue who they are. They don't reach out to me again, they just keep buying. You can do that too. 6 years ago, I was crying out to God. He heard my prayer. He hears your prayers. Are you asking the right way?
You must also define it within the context of your succession plan, because or else what you are building will die with you and will just end and nobody will know it. I do share with people that at what point did Jesus Christ knew that what he did was successful? Was he at resurrection? Was he on the cross? Or before then? Anybody? Any idea? Before then, when? This is a class, I'm teaching. So, right now, when? I'm not trying to catch you out. I'm just trying to get us to begin to think about some of these things.
When he was just about to go to the cross.
We can say any time that he was successful, right?
Yeah.
But when did he say, I am successful because I finished what I have been sent? Sorry?
No, it didn't say
They didn't say it on the cross. Thank you, Jesus. Now we are all leaders. No church member. Praise God. He said it the same John 17. He has not died. And he said, I have finished what you asked me to do. He said, I am successful, I have done it successfully. To you and me, it's not true. Have you thought about it? But why will he say so? Because it dawned on him that what the Father sent him to do will not die with him. That he already have people that will continue. So as far as he's concerned, it's finished. Succession plan. Did you see? So, this was the scripture. Verse 4. I have glorified you on the earth. Is that true? I have finished the work. No, you are not yet dead. And you have not yet resurrected. But he said, I finished. And we know that Jesus doesn't lie. Is that so? The work you have sent me to do. Then he evidenced it. He said, why I said I finished is because I have revealed your name to the men. That includes women. Whom you have given me. And these are the people that I'm going to entrust them to. And that includes Judas Iscariot. Ministry is interesting. You have to have succession planning for the Judas Iscariot. It must include your planning. If you don't think through that people are going to come your way who want to derail the agenda and they want to frustrate you, then you are in the wrong business. You have to plan that as part of your program so that it doesn't damage you. I've heard pastors who have walked away from ministry and they are selling drinks in bar. It's true. Okay. What kind of people am I selecting as part of your plan? You realize that most of you could have made the mistakes I've made several times. We select people, example, those who can do more. We select those who can quote the scripture more. And we fail everything because that is exactly opposite to Jesus Christ's selection. Sometimes we select those who can give more. We are pastors. Then we wonder why do we struggle? Because the selection is wrong. Sometimes we select the most skilled. Jesus Christ did not select any of this. Divinely select people. We'll look at the criteria. Then ask yourself, how many people of integrity, number 3, how many people of integrity do I have around me? They may not know many scripture, but do they have integrity? Number 4, people of understanding. Not people that you will need to talk and talk and talk and they are not getting it. People of understanding. Number 4. Then we will look at Jesus' motivation. people that you give appointment to, but they are not willing to learn anymore. They are now the boss. You say, come, we have workshop. They are not there. And you still keep them as the leaders. It's time to fire them.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Bishop.
They don't receive instruction. Fire them. Have you ever thought about it? It's not in my note. Jesus Christ, when everybody left, majority of people left, and it remains only few. And Jesus said, are you not leaving? So in order for you not to be damaged, plan that people I expect some of these guys to be. Don't drive them away, but expect them to leave. A son of mine in Cyprus called me not long ago. Father, I think last month, I was shaking over the phone. I said, what's wrong? I said, Bishop, can you advise me? He said, my assistant has left, and they said the other leader has left, and I'm afraid that they may take some of these church people. He said, what do I do? I said, are you still called? He said, yes, sir. He said, I'm thinking, should I chase them? What do I do? I said, say bye-bye to them. He said, that's all. He said, what's the best it can do? I said, write them a letter. And said, your door is still open. You pray for them. And you ask them, you say to them, do great things. And let them go. I said, if you will do that, you will free yourself and things will increase. So I said, the next thing you do, he said, but what if it goes around the ship and begin to cross? I said, the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks, I said, do a vision time. Lay your card on the table. When this is the journey, this is where we are going. I said, do that. I said, the very first Sunday, give me a report of what happened. He phoned back and said, Bishop, it works heaven. He said, oh, everybody else said, this is our home. This is our home. I said, give them new membership application, let them sign it, that they are yours. And that is when stability came into his church. Amen. Now we are jealous. We are doing here the clap. Select, do succession plan of people who believe in your leadership. People who believe in your leadership. If you do that, then nothing progresses. If they are not there, everything falls down. Spiritual capacity, they have received them and certainly know them. They've proved it. And they believe. He said they have believed that you sent me. They believe in his leadership, that they were even ready to lay down their lives. Okay. What is succession planning? This is the next one I want to look at. In Matthew 11:20 says, from the day, this was Jesus Christ talking, of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven has forcefully advanced and the strong take it by force. Succession planning is an essential kingdom business. It is very essential. From the moment you establish your church ministry organization, you also ought to put plan in place that you will begin to work out. This is a general definition. It says, succession planning is the strategy for identifying and developing future leaders at your organization at all levels. From the greeters to the deacon board or whatever type of leadership that you have. You want to develop leaders. I will come back to this. Identify, so these are the four things. We define the culture of your organization. From one church to the other is different. So your leadership program defines the culture of the organization. So you are not trying to do catch-up by trying to fix problems. People already know that in this place, we clap. As an example. In this place, when we pray, we shout, we jump, we move around. Everybody will understand the culture of what it is, but it has to be planned. Then, of course, you apply it at all levels, including your customer service, which ushering team, welcoming team, all of these people are part of. They need to understand it. I've seen places whereby service is about to start and the ushers are fighting each other as visitors are coming in. What kind of spirit is that? Okay, I will jump some of this stuff because they're just long. I didn't know how long I have. I have about 41 slides here. So I don't have all day. So I'm going to jump some of them. So succession planning addresses the inevitable change. Every ministry will change from time to time. They will change. They will evolve. So succession planning was not just when Reverend gave me that topic. Initially, what was in my mind was succession planning. Nobody is dying yet. So then I said, Lord, so what should I be saying? So then things started planning out. And I said, okay, yeah, it's not just about the death, it's about the structure. How you actually structure, how you see, while you're still alive doing it, you see multi-generational plan. It's the same way. So if you don't have all this structure planning to think ahead, you will never reach them. And I beg to say that we would have failed if we didn't reach them. No matter how big your congregation is attracting the immigrants, but if we don't reach the people of the land, then we have not really succeeded. So we need to start thinking properly. So prepare for it. Contingency planning. This is an interesting one. Identifying the people you want to train. High potential people. How do you decide that? High potential people. People who are willing to go to the next level. There are so many things that we put our energy into that people who they are so comfortable where they are, they don't want to move anymore. We need to begin to discern who are the high potential. Every single congregation have them. I've made this statement. You must have a way of recognizing high potential people, not highly spiritual people. They are two different things. Highly potential people is different from highly spiritual people. They are two different things. Highly spiritual person may be somebody who knows how to fast very well. They may not be high potential. So you need to ask yourself, and that will be different from church or ministry to ministry, depending on what you are building. Because the resource that you need to build it will be different. Right? You must develop a system for selecting such people. Jesus Christ did all these things I'm talking about. And he spoke the language that those people will understand. When he was rebuked, he said, I will make you fishers of men. Because he was talking to somebody who understands fishing. Did you see? Jesus Christ was the most effective communicator ever that lived. But we only saw him with the type of the Son of God. But we didn't see all other skills that he possessed. Okay, let me move on because I get excited. So, for you to do succession planning, your vision must be bigger than you. We are in a generation of pastors becoming Lord and Masters. Mini gods. We need to break that down. We need people who can plan around vision rather than men. Your vision needs to be bigger than you. So what is the scope of your vision? Because if you cannot define it, you can't even begin to plan. And you don't know the kind of people you need. Your vision must outlive you. Because succession planning reveals this about your vision. One, your vision is bigger than you. Two, your vision will outlive you. Three, your vision is multi-generational. And because it's multi-generational, it needs multi-generational leaders. The way my children, even though they are adults now, the way they will relate to their generation is different from mine. They are versatile. I normally laugh at them. You guys are good at social media, but you are not as smart as me. Because mine is the raw wisdom from Africa. Yours is a refined technological driven. Mine is wrong, so I'm better. So if you don't want to make mistake, you need to sit and listen to mine. But even though that is true to some extent, the kind of people they can reach, I can't reach them. Because I can't speak their language. So if you're going to be effective, you need to put that as part of your succession plan. How do I reach this generation? Right. These are all my introductions along. This is a critical one. Succession planning is critical. Jesus Christ never suffered in ministry. Never. So, succession planning must include be a manageable event. Churches, among other organizations, when you look at businesses and co, research shows that church is the most damaged, most contentious organization. Crisis. That what other organizations ride over and move forward, it damages churches all the time. And we're supposed to be the most loving group of people. What I found out is because we don't have systems. We don't do processes. We are not good at all these things. So what should not be a problem becomes a problem.
Raise your hands if you know what I'm talking about when I say objects. Okay, so one hand, I've got a second hand, third hand. Okay. Of those three, I don't need to put them on the spot, but can you tell me where those objects actually live?
Constitution.
In your governing document. Alright, we're going to come on to that. Because we're going to look at trustee responsibility. How many of you have seen this puzzle before? Or at least understand the 6 key elements to this puzzle? Yeah? As a trustee, or indeed as a senior pastor, now in fact, I'm going to ask another question here, very quickly. Who is the most responsible person in your church or your charity? Who are deemed the most responsible persons? Senior pastor? You said trustees. Okay. So I've heard senior pastor, I've heard treasury, and I've heard trustees. In actual fact, the most responsible, in fact, the culpable people in your charity, should anything go wrong, are certainly the trustees. However, how many of us actually know who the trustees are in each of our churches? In fact, if I come to your church, normally there's a big image of the pastor and his wife outside on the billboard, and in essence, they almost become the most responsible persons, just for the simple fact, by way of association, they are the senior pastor, they are the person or persons who we actually know. Not too many people know who the trustees are. However, from a legal perspective, certainly the trustees are the most responsible persons. Of the trustees, and I've had 3 hands already, and I certainly know of those 3 hands that some people read the government document. How many of you in here have ever seen your charity's governing document? There's 3 who raised their hand. I don't need to see them. Okay. Of that governing document, do you actually know what type of legal form your charity has? No. These are, again, very, very important questions, and I'll tell you why. Because a lot of the time, we take up trusteeship, we take up responsibility, and what we don't necessarily look at is what that responsibility means to me individually. What does it mean to me? So, Pastor X has seen that I have a level of expertise, and he says, hey, Des, I really would love to have you on our board of trustees. And I just say, yep, no problem. Okay? I sign up to it by way of saying, yes, I'll do it, but I don't know what legal form the charity has. I don't know whether or not there's limitation of liability for the trustees, or in essence, those who are actually responsible. I don't know what that means for me personally. And we'll certainly be taking a look at that. This is very, very relevant, regardless of whether you are a new trustee, an old trustee, or becoming a trustee. So let's look at what these actually mean. So when we look at financial due diligence, what are we talking about? We're talking about managing the risks of your charity, or of your church. In actual fact, again, when you actually talk about succession planning and you're looking at the future, you're also looking at the financial stability of your church. Are we in a financial position to do the things that in our governing document and our objects suggest that we are supposed to be doing? Are we in a position to be able to do those things? Do we have the resources we need? Also, do we actually have the appropriate controls in place to actually manage the financial stability of our church? I'll give you an example. Oftentimes, in fact, most of the charities that we actually work for would have started off in this way. As a charity, you have to operate for 12 months and then you do a set of accounts, correct? Right? How many months after your year end do you have to deliver your set of accounts? Can somebody tell me? You say 9 months? Anybody else? 6 months? Anyone else? Take one. 8 months, right. As a charity, you actually have 10 months after year end to deliver your accounts. If you were a company, a limited company, you have 9 months. And sometimes there are things like charitable companies where you have to deliver 2 sets of accounts. The reason why this becomes poignant is this: if you don't have the right controls and the right measures of management in place, what happens is this: you operate for 12 months, you then are still operating whilst your accounts are being done. If you're not doing things like management accounts, so that you can actually see almost on a month-by-month basis the financial management and operation happening, by the time you get to month 10, so in essence you've done 12 plus 10, and now you're delivering your set of accounts, 22 months have actually gone by. And if you actually look at your accounts then, it's no good to you at that point, because you're looking at past history second set of accounts, and you now need to be moving again. So many times we don't actually know what our true financial position is. And that's the point I'm trying to get across here. We don't have the control that we need to have in place. Remember, as trustees, you are the most responsible persons. Okay? So, maintaining governance. I've jumped ahead of my slide. Okay, so governance. Okay, so what is this about? Making good decisions. Recognizing and dealing with conflicts of interest. Okay, let me give you an idea of conflicts of interest. How many of you have conflicts of interest in your church between trustees and senior pastors? Okay, maybe you don't say it. Take it offline. Alright? Conflicts of interest. Let me give you an idea of a conflict of interest. Can pastors be paid? Everyone nod their head? They can be paid. They can be paid. What if the pastor's a trustee? You sure? Who told you that? Are you sure? Right. So, this is the situation. If I am a trustee, but I am also delivering a service to my church, then I'm wearing two hats. I'm a service provider and I'm a trustee. Right? So, as a service provider, I can be paid. But where's the conflict of interest come in? Can I, as a pastor and a trustee, sit round the table with, let's say, we three are trustees, can I actually sit round the table with you guys and discuss my salary? No. Turkeys will never vote for Christmas. Therein would be what would be a conflict of interest. Okay. Bear in mind, and just as in that last part there, a trustee must never serve his or her own personal interest. So in other words, in the scenario that I've just given, the idea is this. I, as a trustee who is also providing a service, would have to excuse myself from that table. They would have the discussion and would make sure that if they had decided that they were going to use my service, they would also have had other service providers that they would also be looking at to make sure that they had picked what was best for the church and for the charity. When we speak about public benefit, we're talking about what the charity is actually there to do. And I spoke about earlier on, I made mention of the objects that form part of your governing document. And in those objects, in fact for all churches, you will always see the first object being in furtherance of the gospel. In furtherance of the gospel, going out to those who are less fortunate, so maybe things like relief of poverty. Again, take a look at your governing documents, you'll see there your objects. You need to maintain that public benefit. Okay? So by way of the activities that you run, those activities that you have, so whether it be preaching or teaching or going out and doing food banks and homeless shelters and things like that, those things must always dovetail back to the objects that you have outlined in your governing document. The reason this becomes very important is this. There are often times where, as a church or as any given charity, you may decide that something has happened out there in the public space, maybe something abroad has taken place, and you want to get involved in giving out aid to that particular disaster or relief, be part of that relief fund. But your governing document doesn't actually allow you to do that. Do you know that is actually against the charity law? Yeah? So, if for some reason something happened in the Caribbean, but your governing document doesn't suggest that that is a place where you would work or a place that you could send funds to, then it'd be something that you should not be doing. And in essence, if you are or want to do something like that, then you need to have a meeting, reconvene with your trustees to actually get that right. You must maintain public benefit where your governing suggest. How many of you actually been to the Charities Commission and actually had a look at your charity in there, public records? Okay, a couple. It's important. Go there, take a look. One of the things it will say is it will say area of operation. It will also outline things like your governing documents, public benefit, your objects. Okay, you've got to stay connected with that and make sure that you are adhering to the governing document. This is why I always say it's so important for trustees when they take up trusteeship. One, understand the type of legal form. It's going to become very important. It becomes current why it's so important. Understand the legal form. Understand what it means to you as an individual. And understand what the charity is actually supposed to be doing to ensure that you are, as a trustee, making sure that those things are happening. I think this is reasonable. Act with reasonable care and skill. As a trustee, I just want to, something actually comes to mind here. I just want to say, and please don't take this wrong way, I've had I'm going to say it. I've had mixed reviews when I've said this. Sometimes we're so heavenly minded that we're absolutely no earthly good. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah. Right? Your meetings as trustees, are not prayer meetings. They're not mini revivals. They're the meetings of the business. You've heard Bishop speak about your church is running as a business. That is where you actually look at the business of your charity and making sure that your charity is functioning the way that it should do. So, you need to be prepared in case something goes wrong. What could go wrong? Do we have the physical might to do the things that we want to do? Yeah? Trustees need to make sure that everything is in place. Alright? It's extremely hard. In fact, I always say that if you want to get behind the vision, you want to understand the vision needs to be in black and white. No black and white, it's just Chinese whispers. What we said today will certainly change tomorrow. So, you need to certainly think about that. And so from a charity point of view, from a trustee working within a charity, it's paramount that one, read your governing documents. If you don't read your governing documents, you're not going to have it. You're not going to stand a chance of being able to say that, yes, I can be an effective trustee. So, taking all of that into consideration, so let's just say you are now someone who's been asked to be a trustee or a trustee that is starting up. There's a whole host of questions. I don't expect anybody to be able to read that. I left my glasses back in London, so I don't even stand a chance to read it either. But thankfully I put it together, so I've got an idea what it says. Okay? But there's a whole host of questions. And one of those questions will be like, well, at what point do we need to actually start a charity? What governing document do we need to actually utilize? Where are we going to get our funding from? Questions like that. Alright? There's a whole host of sort of food for thought. And I think one of the important ones is if I'm sitting down with somebody who wants to start a charity, one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to find trustees who I think can add value. Right? All too often, and I do see it, where ministers, some things they put on their heart, and they actually, well, first of all, their wife will be a trustee. I'm sure many of you know that, or their husband will be a trustee. And also some close friends. Not necessarily people who are adding tangible value to the organisation. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with your spouse or significant other, but make sure that they are people who are not going to disrupt what you're trying to achieve, but add value by way of they don't mind challenging you, yeah, for the right reasons. I'm not just talking about the general hecklers who just throw sort of little bombs in from the side, never got any solutions to just cause it happen. But people who can actually help you, because that's the only way that your organisation is going to be able to move forward. In fact, I talk about registering charities. Forget the registration. I'm just talking about about when one trustee is coming off and another trustee is going on, make sure that those individuals are people who can come with some tangible value and help the organisation to move forward. Okay, so once you've actually decided that yep, setting up a charity is certainly for you, these are the typical steps that you would go through. So just check that the charity that you want to set up is eligible. In other words, public benefit, the name that you wish to use, you've selected the right type of trustees. For me, and again, something that the Bishop mentioned when I think he said somebody actually asked you if you can actually put together a business plan. Believe me, do not underestimate black and white. Put it down in writing, because if what you wanted to start is not what you have actually ended up with, certainly there is an issue. Okay? And remember, this is the business, it's God's business, but you know what? This organisation, your charity, still has income, and it still has outgoings. And when those outgoings are surpassing the income, there's an issue. Okay? You're not going to be around for you. In fact, one of the things that the Charities Commission is keen on is if I have a heart to do something and you have a heart to do something similar but you've already set up as a charity, what they do is they say, look, they would like to know that I've actually approached you and said, hey, why don't I use my time, my talents, my treasure to come and work with you instead of doing my own thing. But you know, it seems to be the way God lays something on my heart. It's always slightly different to what's on your heart. You say better together to work together in the same way. Nonetheless, we still have to take these things into consideration. Again, creating governing documents, making sure that the public benefit is paramount, and thus I don't want to set up a charity. So let's look at what the requirements are. Okay? In fact, those of you now, before we move into fifth aid, I want to just talk about the types of charity there are. And you've heard me earlier on talking about the types of the legal form. This is where it becomes really important, because this is where individuals who jump onto a charity without actually